Imagine waking up every morning with legs that feel strong, steady, and full of energy. No more painful cramps, no more weakness, no more worrying about falls or losing balance. If you want to stay active, independent, and confident, the secret lies in proper nutrition. And today, BioHealthX will reveal the most powerful vitamins and minerals that will keep your legs strong and unstoppable. From boosting muscle power, protecting bone density, improving circulation, to supporting nerve health. These nutrients can make a huge difference in how you move and feel every single day. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Because here at BioHealthX, we bring you cutting-edge insights into health, longevity, and vitality, so you can live your best life every single day. Let's begin with one of the most underestimated nutrients, vitamin D. Most people know it as the sunshine vitamin. But here's the fascinating truth. Vitamin D is not just a vitamin. From a biological standpoint, it behaves almost like a hormone, controlling hundreds of functions in your body. And if you don't get enough of it, your legs can grow weaker, faster than you'd ever expect. Think of vitamin D as the key that unlocks calcium. Without vitamin D, all that calcium from milk, leafy greens, or supplements cannot properly enter your bones. Instead, much of it goes to waste. In simple terms, no vitamin D, no strong bones. And fragile bones mean a much higher risk of fractures and falls. Let me share a striking study with you. Researchers in the US tracked more than 2,500 older adults and discovered that those deficient in vitamin D had a 30% higher risk of falling compared to those with adequate levels. Just imagine one small nutrient making the difference between standing strong or lying in a hospital bed with a broken hip. And here's another fact. Vitamin D doesn't just work on bones, it directly influences your muscles too. Our muscles actually have special switches called vitamin D receptors. When vitamin D binds to these receptors, your muscles contract and relax more efficiently. But if you're deficient, you may feel weak, sluggish, or suffer from mysterious aches. I once had a patient, a lovely 72-year-old woman, who told me, "Doctor, I walk every morning, but lately my legs feel like jelly. I can barely stand up from a chair." When we tested her, her vitamin D levels were severely low. After just a few months of supplementation and gentle sunlight exposure, she came back with a big smile. "Now I can climb 2 flights of stairs without holding onto the railing." That's the power of vitamin D. Of course, the most natural way to get vitamin D is sunlight. Just 15-20 minutes of morning sun exposure can give your body a healthy dose. But here's the challenge. Many of us live in cities, spending most of the day indoors. We use sunscreen, which blocks vitamin D production. And as we age, our skin's ability to produce vitamin D naturally declines. The result? Globally, over 40% of adults are deficient in vitamin D. Among seniors, the number is even higher. So yes, the sunshine vitamin is far less abundant than you might think. Now you might wonder, can I get enough from food? The truth is, it's tough. Natural food sources are limited. You'll find vitamin D in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, liver, one, egg yolks, fortified milk or cereals. But here's the catch. To meet your daily needs just from food, you'd have to eat 2 or 3 servings of fatty fish every single day. Realistically, that's not going to happen, which is why most experts recommend a combination of sunlight, food, and supplementation. For most adults, the recommended daily intake is about 600-800 IU. For seniors over 65, the need rises to about 1,000 IU per day. And in some cases, doctors prescribe even more if blood tests show deficiency. But a word of caution, more is not always better. Overdosing on vitamin D can lead to kidney stones or calcium buildup in arteries. So before you take high doses, get your levels checked and consult your doctor. Here's a funny way to think about it. Vitamin D is like free Wi-Fi from the sun. Step outside for a few minutes, and your body automatically downloads what it needs. But if you stay indoors all day, it's like living without internet. Your body feels disconnected, sluggish, and weak. Now I'm curious, do you get enough morning sunlight? Or are you one of those people who avoid the sun at all costs to keep your skin fair? Drop your answer in the comments. You might inspire someone else watching today. It helps absorb calcium and keeps bones strong. It boosts muscle strength and reduces fall risk. It supports immunity and overall vitality. Best sources: sunlight, fatty fish, eggs, fortified foods. Seniors especially should check and supplement if needed. So if you want legs that carry you with strength and stability into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, never overlook vitamin D. It is the foundation, the cornerstone of lower body health. Now that we've uncovered the sunshine secret, let's move on to another powerhouse vitamin. One that protects your nerves, prevents numbness and cramps, and keeps your mind sharp. Yes, I'm talking about vitamin B12. Next on our list of essential nutrients for strong legs is vitamin B12. It may not get as much attention as vitamin D or calcium, but trust me, if you're low on B12, your legs will feel it. Vitamin B12 is crucial for your nervous system. It helps protect the insulation around your nerves. Think of it as the plastic coating around electrical wires. Without it, signals from your brain to your legs weaken. When B12 runs low, the first signs often appear in your legs: numbness, tingling, burning sensations, or even a sense of heaviness. Over time, muscle weakness develops. Patients often say, "Doctor, my legs just don't listen to me anymore." In one clinical study, adults over 60 with low B12 were twice as likely to suffer from balance problems and frequent falls. And it's not just your legs. Low B12 can affect memory, mood, and even lead to depression. So who is most at risk? Seniors, vegetarians, vegans, and people with digestive issues such as gastritis or those taking acid-reducing medication. As we age, the stomach produces less acid, making it harder to absorb B12 from food. That's why deficiencies are so common in people over 60. Where do we get B12? Mostly from animal-based foods: beef, chicken, fish, eggs, and dairy. Fortified cereals and plant milks can help vegetarians. For vegans, it's nearly impossible to meet daily B12 needs from diet alone. That's why supplementation is often essential. The recommended intake for adults is about 2.4 micrograms per day. For seniors, sometimes higher doses are needed, especially if absorption is poor. Supplements come in tablets, drops, or even injections. Doctors may choose the right form depending on your absorption capacity. I remember a patient in her late 60s who came in with constant tingling in her feet. Within months of proper B12 supplementation, she was walking without discomfort again. Left untreated, severe B12 deficiency can cause permanent nerve damage. So this is not something to ignore. Think of B12 like fuel for your nerves. Without it, the signal from your brain struggles to reach your legs, like a car running on empty. So if you want strong, steady legs and a sharp mind well into your senior years, don't overlook vitamin B12. Check your levels, eat wisely, and supplement if needed. Imagine your legs feeling heavy, tired, and burning, even though you didn't run a marathon. Sometimes it's not weakness in your muscles or bones, but in the way your body converts food into energy. And the missing piece? It could be vitamin B1, also called thiamine. Thiamine is like the spark plug of your metabolism. Every bite of bread, rice, or vegetables you eat is just raw fuel. But without B1, your body cannot properly convert that fuel into the energy your cells need. And when your cells run out of energy, your legs are the first to complain. Fatigue, tingling, even cramps. Think of it this way. Your body is like a car. Food is the gasoline. But gasoline alone won't make the car run. You need the spark plug to ignite it. That's what thiamine does for your body. Without it, your engine stalls. Research shows that people low in vitamin B1 often experience symptoms like numbness, burning feet, and poor coordination. In fact, doctors have a name for severe B1 deficiency: beriberi, which literally means I can't in Sinhalese, describing the weakness and paralysis people feel. I once saw a middle-aged man who came in saying, "Doctor, my legs feel like they're on fire at night. I can't sleep." We tested him, and sure enough, his thiamine levels were extremely low. After just weeks of treatment, his symptoms eased dramatically. It was like his legs had been recharged. And B1 isn't just about energy. It protects your nerves by helping them transmit signals smoothly. Without it, those signals get disrupted, leading to weakness, balance problems, and sometimes memory issues too. So where do you find thiamine? Whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, pork, and even some fortified cereals. But here's the catch. Modern diets often strip away B1. White rice, refined flour, and processed foods remove the very parts of the grain richest in this vitamin. That's why deficiencies are still surprisingly common. People who drink alcohol heavily are especially at risk because alcohol interferes with B1 absorption. Elderly individuals and those with digestive problems are also vulnerable. For most adults, the daily need is about 1.1 to 1.2 mg. It sounds tiny, just milligrams, but its impact is massive. The good news? Thiamine is water-soluble, so the body flushes out excess. Overdose is extremely rare. Here's a fun way to remember it. Vitamin B1 is your body's ignition key. Without it, you can have a full tank of fuel, but your legs won't go anywhere. With it, you unlock smooth, powerful movement. Now let me ask you, do you rely heavily on white rice, bread, or processed foods in your diet? If so, you might be getting the calories, but missing the spark that truly powers your body. Drop your answer in the comments. You might help someone else realize the same. Essential for converting food into energy, prevents leg fatigue, burning, and nerve pain. Found in whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, pork. Deficiency still common in processed food diets. Daily need, just 1.2 mg. So if you want your legs not just to stand, but to carry you with energy and resilience, don't overlook vitamin B1, the tiny spark with a massive impact. Up next, we'll explore a mineral that works hand in hand with your muscles to prevent cramps and improve circulation. Magnesium. Often it's not just dehydration or fatigue. A hidden reason is low magnesium, the mineral your muscles desperately need to relax. Magnesium is like nature's muscle relaxer. It allows calcium and potassium to flow in and out of your cells, keeping every contraction and relaxation smooth. Without enough magnesium, your muscles misfire. Cramps, twitching, stiffness, even heart palpitations. Doctors have long noticed, patients low in magnesium often struggle with poor sleep, anxiety, or frequent headaches, because magnesium also calms the nervous system. I remember one patient who said, "Doctor, I wake up every night with my legs cramping like steel wires." After testing, we found his magnesium was low. Just a month of supplementation, and his nights became peaceful again. So where can you get magnesium? Leafy greens, nuts, seeds, beans, whole grains, and even dark chocolate are excellent sources. But here's the challenge. Modern diets heavy in processed foods strip away magnesium. Stress, caffeine, and alcohol drain it even faster. Adults need about 310–420 mg of magnesium daily, yet studies show nearly half of people don't get enough. The good news? Magnesium supplements are safe for most people, and your kidneys flush out the excess. But the best way is still from food. So if you want your muscles not just to move, but to move freely without cramps or stiffness, don't overlook magnesium, the mineral of calm and strength. Now you've seen how four simple yet powerful nutrients, vitamin D, vitamin B12, vitamin B1, and magnesium, can transform the way your legs feel and move. Vitamin D strengthens your bones so every step is steady. Vitamin B12 protects your nerves, keeping your movements sharp and precise. Vitamin B1 fuels your cells, giving your legs the spark to move with energy. And magnesium calms your muscles, preventing those painful cramps and spasms. Together, they are like a symphony, each playing its part to keep you strong, balanced, and independent, no matter your age. So the next time you feel your legs slowing you down, don't just blame age. Ask yourself, are you feeding your body the nutrients it truly needs? Health is not built in a single day. It is the sum of every choice you make, the food you eat, the sunlight you receive, the rest you give your body, and the care you show to yourself. Think of your body as the most valuable house you will ever live in. Repair it when it's weak, nourish it when it's empty, and protect it before the storm comes. Because with the right care, you don't just add years to your life, you add life to your years.